Welcome back. If you guys watched the previous video, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I hope it made sense for you guys. So this is going to be the first video explaining how we work as human beings. And I thought I'm going to start with the foundation to sort of show the importance about every single step before we go to the next one. But I thought I will skip to why now first. And the reason for that is I want to sort of make sure I get you guys engaged in this. I want to sort of make you guys want to watch, because there's going to be 8 parts in this. And if I don't get you guys really involved in the first one, there's no way you're going to watch all 8. And I really need to get a message through to you guys, and that's the bodyguard. Because it's something we all are facing. We don't even know it. So that is why I want to sort of go to why now. So let's start. So why now? Now I'm not going to play it safe, because the reality is this is not a video for you guys to sort of like me, subscribe or thumbs up. This is, again, it's a video about getting a message through to you guys. I'm just going to have a chat, that's all. But I'm going to have a chat that is honest out of my heart. I don't have any script. I only have what I believe in. Now, as you all know, why now is the best time for it? Because for things to change, we must change. And for us to change, we need to be open for change. Now, why is that? Because it's exactly what I'm trying to say all along. We have a bodyguard that will protect all the programs, all ideas, all the habits of us. Now, we will, I won't say run, but I will repeat the same day over and over without really sometimes improving anything, and we'll think it's okay. And a few years ago, it was okay. It's not okay now. I can give you a quick example. Now, this is a fancy camera, really fancy camera. Well, not really fancy, but it's quite fancy. But for me, I put it on auto, I press that button, and that's it. And I do sometimes make videos on this. But this had so much more information in. It can do so much more. You know, you got functions here, functions there. I probably use only 10% or 20% of the functions, but I still be able to make a picture. I can still get a picture. So without any of these functions, I can still get a picture. The quality of the picture is different. If we do nothing with our life will still go on. That's the beautiful about our human beings. But it's the quality of your life. Is how much percentage do you think you live your life? We're thinking we've done a day. Oh, I done a day's hard work, or I done a day's this, I done. How much percentage wise did we really spend in that day? Now, that's why we get confused, because we're thinking we can press a button, we get a picture, it's fine. We're thinking we can get up, do the day, come back, and it's all right. The reality is that time is not now. We need to be way more than that. Why? What makes me so smart to say that? You know what? I don't understand. Look around, especially in South Africa. Look around. South Africa is in desperate need of help. The only problem is we're looking for the wrong place for the help, because we actually don't know who we are. And I can prove this to you guys. Example: if we cut down, for example, suddenly there's no money, there's no work, no nothing. Now we suffer. So we have lived month to month to month to month. So even though we thought we were all right, we weren't. 1-2 months of cut of our line means we're in trouble. So we never really had the reserve. We were always in the mercy of somebody, of someone, or something. Even though we did believe, even though we prayed to God, even though all those things. A different way to explain it. Just imagine we all have a piece of ground. We're all born with a piece of ground, beautiful piece of ground. You can plant whatever you want in there, whatever you want in there. But you have to have water to make a vegetable grow or veggies grow. You just need water, that's it. But if you don't know how to get the water, means you're gonna have to get the water from somebody else. So what you do is you look around and say, hey John, where do you get your water? I get it from this person, or I get it from this government, or I get it from this thing, or the school, or the way we thought life is. And then you get your water, and then you start planning all your beautiful things. You're so very proud of your veggies, and you say, thank God for everything. I don't taking a Mickey out of God at all. In fact, I'm a big believer of the universe. What I'm trying to want to sort of do as well, in one of the most videos I'm doing, I want to sort of protect the word God. People were using the word God, so without, I always say, without any knowledge. They just say it. It's almost like they say, oh yeah, God will do this. But maybe God didn't say that. Maybe God had a different way of approaching us or anything like this. But we don't even do that. We're just like, yeah, we wait for God. So this video is all about sort of my two goals is explaining the bodyguard and to really fix or try to recover God's name. Because people are using that word so much badly. So let's go back to God. And what about God has given us all the tools to make our life better? But because we don't learn us, who we are, how we function, how the brain, the body, all the things works, that means God cannot do his part because we cannot do our part. So it's a waiting game. He waits for us and we wait for him. But we don't have that time anymore to wait. We genuinely are in need for change. And it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I will show you why. I will tell you why it's a good thing. Every bad thing normally comes out a really good thing. So what we did is we had our own garden and we started growing. We had beautiful veggies, beautiful apple tree, beautiful everything. But now we're thinking we have all those things. But we don't. That's why people get confused. We in the mercy, we ever supply the water. If that water is cut off, all our stuff dies. So that's why people say, I cannot just stop. I cannot just stop my life. I cannot just leave my work. I cannot just leave this. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. Because they know, we all know, that we need that water for that plant. Otherwise, all we have created, we thought, is for nothing. And that put people in fear. And then what happened is, if that person saying they want more of your time, they want you to do more things, they want to do whatever, if you cannot find your own water, you have to say yes to them. That's the dangerous part we live in, we don't even know it. It means that they control, whoever has the water, control the people. And people will complain and moan and everything, but they will still listen to them, because they have to. But if you can find your own way to create your water, then you don't need anybody. And I will tell you a little secret nobody tells you. The person where you get your water from anyway, the government or the person you work for, is getting the water also from somebody else. From example, you can say God, we can say the universe. But he sells it back to us. He sells it back to the people for a price, for time, for money, for power. So this is what I mean. Why I can say this now is because you have to do anything, but you can at least see that this makes a little bit sense. I cannot explain in this video how to get your own water, that will come, but I want you to sort of think that who's in charge? You? We think we have free will. We only have free will if we can get our own water. Or we have to be happy with having nothing. But if you want something, or you had something already and you want to protect it, then you have to play the rules. You have to play their rules. And we can see it all over, where people just listen and do whatever they say. And this is not about a government or anything. I will come back to that as well. Nobody's guilty. And every single thing that goes wrong, there's a good thing that comes out normally. What I try to do is we now have to survive this bit. We have to survive this bit without losing ourselves, without losing God, the belief of God. And I said with respect, this is not talking about, I don't want to use that word so much because people has really, really in my eyes, really crushed that word. So that's a very important thing. How many people do you see that suffers? How many people do you see that cannot change something small? They try everything around it. And I've been there, I've done it myself, and I do it sometimes as well. I have to cut myself out, say, hey, you're going around the bush, you know? We all try sometimes to change, but we just don't get there. And the thing is, we will need to really start digging inside us and start really understanding who we are. And we can, by doing that, there's a side there that's going to be not nice to know, and that side is the bodyguard. And to come against up the bodyguard, that is where the challenge is going to be. You're thinking the government is bad, you're thinking the virus is bad. Facing the bodyguard is more worse because it's in you, all of us. It's your worst enemy and your best friend. If you don't understand what it is and how it works, it will control you. Your past will control you. That means wherever we are, if we're going to get stuck, we're going to get even more stuck. And that's the thing that scares me. Now, every single thing in the beginning of time becomes a habit. Smoking, drinking, scared of a flame, scared of a mice, becomes something. And then we start to believe it, and we will fight for it. We will actually, you guys know that they banned the cigarettes example. People fight to smoke. Now, think about it. Smoking is actually killing you. Smoking will kill you at the end of the day. It's really bad. Smoking is actually really bad. Not all people will die, but it's not the best thing, to be fair. You can smoke, of course. That's not what I'm talking about. But people will fight to protect the cigarettes. What makes people go to faint something that's going to kill them? Now, that's what I'm trying to say. We have something in there, in ourselves, that protect all those programs. Drinking, smoking, all the bad habits, anything people even can put into you, like wearing a mask, social distance, all that kind of stuff. That's all good and well, and we need it. But if we're not careful, and that becomes a habit, we will start doing it, and we will start fighting with other people who doesn't do it. After that, wrong or right goes out of the window when that bodyguard gets the program. Now, I will talk about it all this bit more, but I want to sort of tell you guys in this, and make sure that you know what, we are facing something that the enemy is not outside, it's inside of us. But our enemy can become a friend. And if our enemy become a friend, we can free ourselves. And you also hear loads of people use loads of different kind of words like body, the mind, the soul, but yet we don't even understand those. But yet we speak the words. So why is that? It's because we have the capability to take all information in and just filter out what we need, and the rest of it goes out. Now, that is a dangerous thing again, because even if good information comes in, even really good information, I say, guys, we need to do this will save us. I don't say, I don't have the answers, of course. I just mean, pretend, even if somebody pretend to be God and say, or is God in a body, and say, hey, do this, the message will go in and out. Even if it was a message that's really, really, really good, something really, really can make a difference in our life. We truly, I tell you now, not everybody, but a lot of us have no idea how we work, no idea even where God is, how God is in this world. When something goes good, it's God's will. When something goes bad, it's God's will. We don't even know that, and we don't even try to go into that subject. We just wake up and follow the same day in and out. But like I said, it did work, but it will not work anymore. We need to take this time and really, 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 really do something about this to understand us. And this video is not for us, it's not for me. Do this for you. If you know in your heart you have tried to change anything, big, small, doesn't matter, and you know it's tricky. But if you saw somebody you love, who suffers, and just have to make that choice to leave that person, leave that job, or try something else, or don't get so angry, or whatever the case might be, and you're like, why don't you just do that? Then you all know that there's something else is working that stopped that person from doing that. And the thing I try to explain to you guys is going to go into detail with that. But what I'm trying to make, but I go on about this all the time, but I try to get the message through so strong, but it's always sometimes tricky. We need to be ready for this. This information we need to I'm going to share with you guys. We need to be ready for it. And I'm not special, I don't have any degree behind my name, but I have life experience. And I know that knowledge, life, God, life, yourself, you can read about it as much as you want. You can listen to loads of videos, but if you cannot take that information in and use it in the real world, it's nothing. That makes that words, that action, those sentences, it's nothing. It's dead. The only time where you can make those words or those meanings false is if you can live it, if you can change it. And again, I'm going to say it again, I do apologize to go over again, but I want to sort of make a point again here. Just try to change one thing tomorrow, and you will see your body's going to fight you. And then we're going to say, because we're going to have excuses around that. You'll see it. Or other person, you will say they get loads of excuses, and that person is better. That person can get this stuff right. That person can have a better life, and yet we're stuck. And we also need to start seeing that we are in the mercy of somebody else who has the word. And if we cannot find the word, it means that we are stuck, and we have to play whoever is in charge of that word. We have to play their game. And that's a dangerous thing if whoever has that word wants more of us. That is where it's going to become tricky. Cool. I know I go on and on about this, but I want you to sort of really understand about this, and I really want to get you guys fired up to sort of just wake up one day and saying, I'm just tired of complaining. I'm just tired when life's not working. I'm just tired of not getting anywhere. I'm just tired of not being able to get things done. And I don't know why. I try, I pray, I believe, I do all my things I'm supposed to do, but I just don't get it. Maybe because we just didn't know exactly how to get it. I just need you guys to have the time, have the patience with me, have the patience with yourself, and we can do this together. I'm also learning, but I also want to share this with you guys. Cool. Thank you.